see what happens.
But
all right.
We should move that camera just a little bit.
Should we? We are live. I don't know. We're gonna wait to see if when people get on here. Oh yeah.
Tell me when.
Okay, John, move that camera. There you go, right there.
Oh, geez, I moved it
now
up.
Point it down just a little bit. A little bit more. A little bit more. There we go. That looks good.
Left and right.
That's good. That's good. Guys, we're live. Thanksgiving Eve live, everybody. Thanks for joining in tonight. Hey, if you're new to the broadcast, we haven't done this in 6, 7 months at least.
Been a while.
So guys, I want you to share the video. Please share this. Let's try to get a lot of people on here, or at least a lot for our experience. You know, let's get that viewership up, guys, because we're going to give away some prizes tonight. We're going to give away some gift boxes, at least one. We're guaranteed one gift box tonight. Can you hear us? Guys, let us know if you can hear us. Let's see what's in the chat. Anthony Miller, he says, ho, ho, ho from Michigan. Oh, we don't need that feedback, Jack.
Nope.
Can you hear us, guys? Everybody, can you hear us loud and clear? Because we want to make sure that we give you a quality broadcast. I got Johnny C to my left, your right. John, what's going on for Thanksgiving? You know, tell us what's been going on with you, what brought you into the neighborhood. I mean, I know what did, but yeah.
You know what? Friends and family.
Yeah.
Comes right down to it, friends and family.
And that's what it's all about.
It's all about Thanksgiving. It's what are you thankful for? Who do you love? Who do you want to spend time with? And even if your partner or your family voted for Biden or they voted for Trump, it doesn't matter because they're family and you love them. That's what I'm thankful for.
Yeah. Anybody talking politics tomorrow? I mean, I don't think we should.
No, you know what? You keep the politics out of things like this sometimes.
Right.
You're just like, hey, that's some good turkey. Did you baste that?
Is that turkey Republican?
Oh my gosh.
Man.
No, it's honestly, it's Thanksgiving and July 4th are my two favorite holidays.
Okay.
Thanksgiving, you know, like I said, family, friends, football, naps. It's a whole day of goodness.
Family, friends, and naps.
Yeah. Yes.
There's an after dinner nap, Thanksgiving dinner nap.
Because the tryptophan.
The tryptophan
kicks in, and you're just like nap time, and you're down. But
we got Packlands. We got. Hello, guys. Hey, happy Turkey Day. I'm glad to have you here tonight. Hey, do you have any? What's it like? Adirondacks. No, New
Canada.
York State.
New York State.
That's where he's from.
All right.
We got
Gene.
So, guys, one thing, I'll tell you a little story, was I kind of worse within the local Amish community.
Yeah.
This week, long story was, and some of you might know this from some of the social media posts, Amish community around the farm by the Maple Dude store came to the farm. They can use the phone inside the barn.
Yeah.
Years and years and years and years and years.
Yep.
Well, what happened was at the farm there, the whole driveway, many years since we had, and I had a local place bring in new gravel, resurface everything, did a really nice job. And the guy that brought in the gravel, he's like, you know, unless you tell the Amish that they need to bring in, because where they hitched up their horses right next to the silo, we put new gravel there.
Yeah.
And I mean,
it looks really good.
I mean, it was obvious to me when he said it that unless you tell them they need to find a new place, it's going to be a new hole of manure and water, just like before. I mean, it was pretty nasty.
Selection point of nastiness.
It was pretty nasty. We just kind of overlooked it, let it go for years.
Anyway,
I put a note on the phone saying we got to find a new place for you guys to park your horses. We're not kicking you out of there.
Nope.
Nothing like that.
Nope.
Well, I put that note on the phone. Within a half hour, I had Amish guys calling me on that phone saying, we got to get this solved, because they really want access to that phone.
Well, they have to.
They have to.
That's how they get messages to their friends
Right.
and business interactions. Yeah,
Exactly. That phone, I always say, that phone in that barn is the reason why the local Amish economy exists.
your parents basically
Yeah.
create commerce for the Amish, and that's not a over exaggeration.
Yeah.
It literally they use that phone all day, not all day, but like daily.
Right.
Like Thomas Borntrager will come down and use that phone for 4, 5, 6 business transactions.
Right. Many deals are made.
How many cabinets he needs to make? How many pallets need to be shipped out? They got to call shipping companies.
Right.
Like, hey, you got to pick this up at this time, at this date.
Right.
I need a truck down here to pick this up and send it to my customer.
And it's all dependent upon this little phone.
It used to be a rotary.
Yeah, I used it for years. Up until just like a few years ago, it was a rotary phone still existing in the barn. The Amish use that. But anyway, I informed them, hey guys, we need to find a new place for you to park your horses because they're just going to destroy this nice new gravel in this area. Yeah. And I mean, I had the Amish elders on the phone. I had the Amish, the whole community, the guys got together, and I've had talked to 3 or 4 of them already, and we found a new place for them. We want them to be able to use the phone.
Yep.
But we got to find a new spot.
Yep.
But I mean,
how many calls did you get?
I got like 4 calls the first day
from the Amish guys. Yeah. Hey,
Tim, how can we figure this out?
How can we do it? What can we do? How can we fix it? No, I mean, in years and years and years. And your dad, he didn't even do this. So one of the Amish guys put out a bucket.
Yes.
For the other Amish guys to put money in.
Right.
And I've been down to the barn, playing with the kids, looking for kitties and stuff like that. And there's always like, $5, $6, $7 and a bunch of change in there, because the Amish guys will throw some money in there, to say thanks for letting us use, your phone.
Right.
And it's funny if you call. I don't know if you probably rarely call your parents on the landline. Every once in a while I will if your mom doesn't answer her cell, and then some dude will answer. Hello. And it's like I'm looking for Rhoda. Oh, called back, and it's like, oh, okay, and it's an Amish guy. So then you call back, and then Rhoda answers or whatever.
Right, because it's on the same line.
Yeah.
It's on the same line.
Kind of crazy.
Yeah, I've done that too. I've called my parents' house.
Yeah.
And Amish guy will answer.
Yeah, Amish guys.
So anyway, guys, that's the whole story behind that. But I think we got that figured out. So the Amish community, the Amish economy goes forward in the town of Lynn in Clark County.
Yep.
So, John.
Yeah.
I hear, since it's Thanksgiving and tomorrow we're going to get together with family and friends and that, you've got a little tip, a little recipe for a drink that people can make. And of course, we're going to use some maple syrup to demonstrate this. But John, what'd you come up with?
Well,
go through this piece by piece.
Piece by piece. So what I did was I got some brandy. And I got some Malibu, which is just like rum.
Yeah.
Rum coconut liquor, and what you do is the cider and some apple cider, and I just kind of played around and tried this and tried that, and I'm not going to be specific. You can make your drinks how you want to make them, but sometimes holidays can be tough to get through with family, especially if they're talking about your political opponent. But that's the way life is sometimes. So you got to get through it. And, for those of you who drink, this might be a good way. But apple cider.
Okay,
right?
You got apple cider.
So Thanksgiving doesn't have like a signature drink, right?
No.
I was just thinking about it. I'm like, man, what do you like? Christmas has eggnog. July 4th, you kind of have a beer. But like Thanksgiving, it's like, what's the signature drink? So I just went with apple cider.
Okay.
It's like,
it kind of fits.
Yeah. So apple cider. I'm not going to measure this out, folks. Make it how you want. But it's apple cider. And I did about a cup in each.
Okay.
And
here, let's move this.
Oh yeah.
So people can see what's going on.
I'll put that in there.
Okay.
And we're gonna mix both, but here's the Malibu. It's just kind of like I said, a rum liquor. You wouldn't think it would go well, but about a shot. And then for the other drink, I got brandy tonight. Mm-hmm. Normally I would go with a whiskey, but the brandy was like, I'll give it a shot. And it's Paul Masson It's good. I'm just kidding. Never even heard of this before. I'm not a brandy guy, but I was like, all right, cool. So anyways, brandy, and then
Okay.
you know, just kind of
And
like
of course, guys.
Of course,
now, we got to tie it back. We got to bring it around.
pure maple syrup.
How much of that are you putting?
You know what? About a tablespoon.
Okay.
And we're good. Like I said, I didn't exactly measure this out, and I should have grabbed a second spoon because I'll be contaminating the drinks like with rum and with brandy. But that's all right. You just mix it up. If you like your drinks hot, you know that's cool too. Hot drinks are fine, and you just mix it up. And we'll kind of split these cups, but here's you got the Malibu.
Okay.
I'll move this.
All right.
I have the brandy.
All right.
So
Cheers.
Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
So
everyone
will try it. Yeah. That's actually
good.
Pretty good.
It's nice.
Yep. Here you go.
Nice and sweet.
Here you go.
Oh,
all right. So you got the brandy now. I got the Malibu.
Yeah. Which one do you prefer?
You know what? I love. You know, it's a funny story about coconut. I love Malibu. That coconut.
Yeah.
But I can't stand coconut. I can't stand eating it. The shavings on a cake.
Yeah.
Forget about it.
Which one do I have right now?
Brandy one. All right. Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
Let me.
Yeah.
Okay. We're just sharing. I like this one better.
Better too, but I'll finish this one. You can finish that one.
All right.
Woo! That's how you can get Thanksgiving with family.
Right.
Like I said, in our case, we're really lucky. Everybody's kind of on the same. Gets along. Everybody.
That's for sure.
But families that don't necessarily have that same kind of situation. But
we don't have to rock the boat too much.
No,
tomorrow.
We don't want to rock any boats.
Let's see.
But yeah, you know what? It's give it a shot. I can actually, and it brings out like a kind of flavor from the brandy. If it was just brandy and apple juice or it'd just be what it is.
Well,
but
you know what I say?
Yeah, what do you say?
Maple syrup, not just for pancakes.
Not just for pancakes.
You can drink it. Uh-oh. He said we're breaking up. I hope we're not breaking. John, we're not breaking up. We're staying together.
we're breaking up? Are you breaking up with me? I love you. Oh, man.
I hope you guys can hear us.
Yeah, you're breaking up. I don't.
Anthony Miller, happy Thanksgiving to you.
Yeah.
Guys, where are you all watching from? Who's out there watching? Tell us where you're watching from because, guys, what I want you to do.
Who's cold up there? Would like to have some snow.
Oh.
Who's that?
That's
Paquin's Mountain Maple. Yeah. You know what's funny? We're hitting the single digits on Friday. I think our low is 6.
Yeah.
And no snow. And I'll be perfectly honest, when it gets cold like that and the single digits and there's no snow, it's miserable. At least if there's snow, it looks nice,
Right.
And you're like, oh, there's snow on the ground. I should be cold. But being cold for no reason, it's no good.
Yeah. John, let me ask this.
Yeah.
Have you have any junk lately? Anything interesting? Tell me, what have you junk-wise, probably the best thing you've seen in the last month?
Oh, I want to know. Last month. Well, you know what? I got a bunch of them out of one place. It was
okay.
And I haven't yet, but like I'll turn around and sell those things. $300 extra bucks, whatever it is. I think I told you the coolest story was I was cleaning out. It was a house that the gentleman had passed away.
Yeah.
And his only living relative, it was his son who lived in California. And he wanted nothing to do with anything in the house. And I even called him up after. He had a desk, a metal desk, and he had duct taped inside of the desk 10 tubes filled with silver coins. Whew, like 99% Troy silver ounce or Troy ounce silver or something like that coins. And I called the guy. I go, hey, I found some things that I think you might be interested in. And the guy was just like, I don't want to know anything about it. I don't want anything to do with it. Take it. And I'm like, all right, cool. So I ended up taking it to a coin guy that I know.
Yeah.
And walked out of there with $4,600
Are you
in
serious?
cash for silver coins. Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Dang,
But
I'm
that
in the
was
wrong
like-
business. That's a lot of gallons of maple syrup right
No
there.
kidding. I could have
Dang.
bought a bunch of maple syrup with that.
That's insane. So, I mean, that's literally one man's trash is another man's
That's
treasure.
right. That's right. But you know what? I find some cool stuff. I should have brought some stuff in, but you know those hats? They're like round, like from I swear to God, probably from the 50s.
Okay.
And it had a letter on it. And it was A. And when I first saw it, I was like, oh, one of the chipmunks.
Yeah.
Kind of looks like a retro
Right,
kind of hat.
right.
I put it on. I was like, oh, it's a little small, but it could fit. But I actually have it out in the car right now. Maybe I should run out and get it.
Oh, David. Okay, wait a minute. I'm going to show this comment. He says never sell silver.
Silver went way down in value. Gold, just in the last couple of days, has gone down, but gold went way up after Trump was elected.
Did it?
It did. Silver went way down after Trump was elected.
Why?
You know what? I can't explain the markets for the precious metals, but palladium went down. Actually, I was in the jewelry place on Friday.
Okay.
Or Friday. Today's Wednesday. On Monday, and silver actually went down. Actually, everything went down. Silver, palladium, gold, and titanium. Everything went down, but it didn't go down significantly. But silver went way down since Trump's been elected. I don't know why silver.
Okay.
But
that's interesting. I didn't know that.
Yeah, gold. If you got gold, hang on to your gold because that's really never going to go down.
Let me ask you this.
Yeah.
I feel like at this point I'm starting to, like, not that long ago, I was kind of like, it doesn't really bother me that I don't understand this.
Yeah.
But now it's getting to the point where I feel kind of like, I feel a little bit awkward. I feel a little bit self-conscious that I don't understand it.
Yeah.
Bitcoin. I still don't know what that is. I don't know what it is. Can anybody tell me? I don't understand what it is.
You know what? SNL.
I don't get it.
SNL did a really good, the news? It used to be Dennis Miller.
Yeah.
Who did the news?
Way back
in like the 90s,
right.
80s and 90s. Whoever does the news now, I don't know who they are. It's a black dude and a white dude. I don't know. But they interviewed Elon Musk back,
right.
This is probably like 6 years ago.
Right.
And they said, hey, can you tell us what Dogecoin is?
What's that?
Right? I mean, it's the same thing as Bitcoin, but it's just like a different thing. It's a really funny skit. Look it up. Dogecoin, D-O-G-E, same as Department of Government Efficiency.
Okay.
Same thing. But it's a really funny skit. And the basic answer is, I don't have a clue what it is. It's internet currency.
I don't get it. The world's passed me by and a lot of things like that. I mean, I don't understand a lot of stuff anymore.
Should I go snake that hat?
Sure.
All right. Hey.
What hat is this?
I'll be right back.
What kind of hat?
It's a hat I got on a job.
Guys, can somebody concisely explain what Bitcoin is in the comments? Because I don't understand it. And at this point, I'm starting to feel like I don't like understand things. I feel like I'm not really that smart anymore. Oh man, we got Logan Payne from Kentucky. Hey Logan, now you're from Kentucky. I'm wondering, were you at the Kentucky Maple Syrup Producers Association meeting earlier this month, probably about 4 weeks ago? It would be 4 weeks ago Saturday. I was actually I like to say this because I've never had the honor of this before, but I was the keynote speaker at the Kentucky Maple Syrup Producers Association. And that was a great honor. And it was really fun to go down there. I'd really never spent any time in Kentucky before. And the people, incredibly nice people, and they treated me very, very well. And I would love to go back. I mean, what? Can I finish my thought?
Finish your story.
Logan, I really enjoyed going to Kentucky, and I thank you for coming out and seeing us there. It was a great time, and I'd love to come back. And I'd love to come back and maybe talk some more about how to do some things maple-wise. What I liked about the Kentucky people in your association was that people there, I feel like it's a newer thing to you guys, and you wanted to learn. And up here in Wisconsin, kind of all the maple syrup producers, everybody, they all think they know everything, and they're all better than the next guy, and nobody wants to, share information. That didn't feel like that way there. John, what are you wearing?
It's an A for Apple hat. I got another job. It doesn't fit. It hurts my head. But I think it's just like one of those old hats from like the 40s. Like that kids wore. And I was like, that's a really cool hat. And then I put it on and I was like, ouch. But it's cool. I'm not gonna wear this out, don't get me wrong. But it's interesting. A for Apple. What do you guys think?
What is that hat?
I don't know.
It's so weird.
It's an old school hat. Like your dad would have probably worn this when he was a kid, except it would have had an E on it. That way they wouldn't mix it up with the other, the other kids. Be like, well, that's E for Ernie. This is A for, Adam.
Where, like, did you find that in somebody's drawer?
No, I don't rummage through drawers. Okay, no. And so in this case, it was an older couple who were moving out of their home. And I don't think it was like his. It was probably his dad's or something. And they just had a pile of stuff in their garage. And I'm taking boxes out, and so like that. And I never go through boxes when I'm with a customer because I don't want to make it seem like I'm digging around in their stuff, right? So I'm like, oh yeah, boxes, just throwing them in the truck. And then when I get back to my shed, I process everything and I figure out what I can donate and what I can give away, whatever, recycle. And I found the hat in a box and I was like, well, that's kind of a cool hat.
Yeah.
And here it is. So
wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. They had a lot of knickknacks. I donated all the knickknacks. Candelabras, glass vases.
Man, I don't know. Robin says you two are lit. I think that means we're cool.
We're totally cool.
Yeah, I think that means we're cool.
Yeah.
Anyway, you were talking about you found it in a box.
Yeah, so it was in a box.
Okay.
With a bunch of other just random stuff.
Right.
So I'll donate a lot of stuff. So Restore, which is Habitat for Humanity.
Yeah.
I donate a ton, as much as I can to donate to Habitat for Humanity. Restore.
You're a man with a good heart.
Well, I'd like to think so. I think, but I donate a lot to them. And then, if you know anything about Habitat for Humanity, Restore in specific, in general, Restore, they sell the things that I donate to them.
Okay.
They make money, and then that goes towards builds for homes for.
Sure.
Could be somebody who's experiencing homelessness. Could be somebody who, could be a war vet, and they build the homes for them. So that's a great thing. But no, not that, Robin. Maybe. Anyways,
so what you do is you clean up the environment and you help clean up people's lives.
Dude, hoarder homes.
You do.
You know what I did the other day?
Yeah. No, I don't.
I did a job in Eau Claire.
Yeah.
So if any of you, it's a 16 cubic yard truck. To give you a visualization, you could fit 16 washers or dryers into my truck, next to each other, on top of each other. Right. Okay. So not huge truck, but big. Right.
Right.
I did 8 trucks with a hoarder home in Eau Claire.
What?
And it was redonkulous. 2 refrigerators, both had been left unplugged for months, and they were packed with food.
Whoa!
Well, I've been doing this a while now.
Was that just nasty?
Yeah, maggots, flies. It was horrible. I've been doing this a long time. I've never once thrown up on a job. Until that job. It was horrible.
That just sounds awful.
And the kid who works for me, Clark.
Yeah.
Super awesome kid.
Yeah.
He actually told me I can't continue working on this job because
Really?
I'm afraid for my health.
Who called you
It
this?
was the landlord. The only reason the landlord knew it was an issue is because the smell started going over into the other tenant's side.
Okay.
It was horrible. Oh, horrible.
That's awful, man.
This is
I did not like that.
All right. Yeah, bad. But anyway, on to other things.
Okay.
Hey, I have an idea.
What? Maple, dude, do you go hunting? Have you got anything you did? I did not go hunting. I haven't gone hunting for a few years now, just simply because I'll tell you what. Few things. I went hunting for many, many years, from 12 years on up for many, 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 many years.
Yeah.
But as the years went by, the deer went down.
Last year.
Down. And I don't really have the time. I'm not a guy that's going to like drive up north 2 hours to go hunting or anything like that. I did it on our own property, and we just don't see them anymore. I mean, it's really bad, actually. And I might get back, and as I got kind of more busier and stuff into the maple business and that, I don't know, not prioritizing it as much, but I didn't know. It got bad. The last few years I went hunting, it went bad.
Yeah.
And I took a break from it. I might go back to it in a few years if the conditions would change, but I don't see that happening around me. It's sad. It's not what it used to be. I'll say that.
No, hunting's changed. Plus, if you go to like the closer to the public lands, you end up being one of 40 people in a 2-acre spot,
Right.
and then you worry about dying.
Yeah. No, but I mean, back in the day when I first 10 years when I was hunting, it was like a war zone down there.
Oh my god!
But now we don't even see hunters around there anymore. So that kind of speaks to what's going on.
You go down. I always heard stories about where do we have the family reunion?
Sherwood.
Sherwood Park. I always heard stories coming out of Sherwood, like literally just bullets just whizzing by people,
Right.
because there's so many people down there, and there's like a limited amount of deer.
Uh-oh.
But I don't hunt either. I used to hunt a lot when I was younger. I'm not into it as much as I do, or as I used to be. So, but I like getting outside. I do like that.
You know what?
What?
Oh, you were going to get on to a point. You had something to talk about.
Word association.
Mm-hmm.
So adult ADD.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure I have ADD, but it's just non-diagnosed, non-medicated. I just deal with it, right?
Yeah.
And a lot of times, like no joke, I'll be with a customer, and they'll say something, and then my mind starts racing in all these different directions as they're talking, but I'll fixate on like a word. Mm-hmm. So I thought it would be funny if you guys want to come up with just a word.
I like this.
I will show you how my brain works.
I like where this is going.
Tim can join in too.
Okay.
Apparently, my daughter and your daughter, the Maple daughter and the Maple niece, went to Culver's, and I've got the Scoopy token and Scoopy free scoop to prove it.
Okay, I just want to bring this up. Ben.
Yeah.
He says if you do go back to hunting, go bow hunting. Gun hunting, hardly see anything in the Lindsay area. Well, that's literally in my backyard. Yeah, I don't see anything anymore. I never saw anything anymore.
No,
so
I agree. No, it's funny the way hunting's changed.
Right.
And I'm just not down with it anymore. It's not like I'm some kind of PETA guy or anything. I'm not at all. But I love getting outside. Yeah. It's fun. It's awesome.
Here we got Brian checking in. I just want to give him a shout out.
Yeah.
We got Brian. He's sitting in his maple operation, 120-volt heated blanket, makes it more enjoyable. I mean, I've gotten
40 in 5 years.
Hey, he's over by Eau Claire Fall
right.
Creek, I think.
Well, I'll tell you what.
You know what? Go ahead.
All you got to do is just drive down Highway 10 between 94 and Millsville at a high rate of speed, and you'll probably just hit one.
Yeah. But, okay, John, to your point, you asked for a word.
Give me a word.
I got one right
here. And I'll show. Okay, what's the word? What's the word? What? Constantinople is an ancient Greek. It's a song as well, but I can't think of what the song is and who it's by. But anyways, Constantinople is a town, right?
Yeah.
It's a city.
It's
a Greek ancient type of city.
Yeah.
It's not ancient, but Thanksgiving is an older holiday.
Right.
Right? And Thanksgiving is tomorrow.
Yeah. What are we doing right now?
We're gonna eat some turkey.
Yeah.
Tomorrow.
Okay.
So this is how my brain works. So like if someone's like, oh hey John, you ever been to Constantinople? My brain will start going, Constantinople. I'll focus on it. And then I'll start thinking about what it is and what it means and where it is and like all these different overlays of it, right? Yeah. And then I'll draw it to some kind of conclusion like Thanksgiving, because tomorrow's Thanksgiving. And then I'll say something completely random like, did you have turkey for Thanksgiving? Because in my head, I went from Constantinople to Thanksgiving. Like I draw all these different lines and maps in my head. And then they end up at, like, in this case, I don't know a lot about Constantinople, but that's a good example, right?
Yeah.
I drew it to Thanksgiving. But then I'll blurt out something like, oh, what did you do for Thanksgiving? It's a good conversation starter.
Yeah.
Right? You got another one up there or no?
No, and that.
Okay.
We got Lucas Cady. He bring back the Quadzilla versus the Banshee challenge. Keep the stock parts. Do an early 90s mod. Just pipes, reeds, airbox mods. Gearing with sprockets and tire sizes, please. Okay.
3-wheelers.
And 4-wheelers. If you go on the YouTube channel, there are 2 races. What's really weird, the first race got like 120, 130,000 views. Not a bad video for me. The first race, there was a lot of controversy on that one. There was a second race. There was a follow-up race. You can find it on the channel. For whatever reason, that didn't get hardly, like, even close to that. That one was a lot better because there was some stuff done to the Banshee. So I would say, just if you haven't seen that video, look for that one. Jack and I had some fun with it.
Yep.
It didn't get the attention it deserved, but it's out there. But we'll come up with more. Okay. West Coast Roller. I know this man. He comments on YouTube
Happy
once in a
Turkey
while.
Day.
Hey, West Coast, Happy Turkey Day to you. And he's saying here, Banshee Zilla. West Coast, where are you at? Like, specifically, where are you? What's your city? What's your town? What's your state? I want to know.
What's your zip?
Yeah. Tell me, where are you at?
I'm going to get back to this guy.
That's a funny little hat that you had there.
That's Alvin and the Chipmunks, man.
But,
yep.
Okay, guys, if you haven't yet, share the video. Share the live stream.
Yeah.
Press share.
Share.
We're going to try to get a few more people on here. We haven't done this in a long time. We haven't done this in a really long time. It's been 6-7 months.
Well, shout it out. We got Eric Jennings.
Where?
Eric Jennings.
Did he come
Carrie
on?
Hofferman. Carrie.
Where are you seeing this?
I don't know, on mine.
See, I'm not getting all those over here.
Well, I don't know. You're in a different app.
Okay.
I'm on the Facebook.
Oh, wait.
Okay. Whoa, jeez, what? Whoa. Anyway, so what's everybody doing for Thanksgiving? What's your favorite food? What's your favorite tradition? What do you like to do? This is all the stuff that, like, we have some great traditions in our family that I married into.
Yeah. West Coast, he's out in Arizona.
Arizona, top there. Maybe not right now.
I want to come down there one day.
I've been there.
Yeah.
Been there a bunch.
I mean, I've been there before, Phoenix, but I want to come back.
Phoenix. I got a buddy of mine in Phoenix, actually.
Okay.
He's probably not watching.
No, I mean, he might not be, but.
Oh, he's probably not. Barbara Teeter's watching. Barbara. No, Arizona's it's too hot in the summer.
I mean, it's hot, but they don't have that humidity.
No, that's like cold in the wind.
Yeah.
It's not the cold that'll get you, it's the wind.
It's that gosh darn humidity.
We're talking about different seasons here.
I don't know. All right, Brian says, put the link on the Wisconsin Map page. Yo, for what? Oh, for our live stream? I didn't think about that.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? Wait a minute, guys. Should I put that out there if they want to join?
Yeah.
Guys, I'm going to show this. This link I'm putting up here right now, if anybody wants to join us right now on live stream, the comment right there.
Oh, studio.restream.
If you somehow access that, you can go live with us. We'll chat. We'll chat. We'll be on the live stream with us.
We'll bring you on.
We'll bring you on.
We'll bring you on.
Who's brave enough to do it?
Who's brave enough? I don't know. Do we have any brave souls?
But that's an invite to our live stream.
You know who is really good at hunting?
Who?
Kevin Kummer.
Yeah.
Like the dude, I could go fishing by myself.
Okay.
Right? and I'll catch a fish here and there.
Yeah.
I'm kind of successful.
Yeah.
But when I go fishing with Kevin Cummer, that dude, it's like I catch like big monster fish. He's like a magnet of animals. And then he'll like post something on Facebook and it's him with like a 30-point buck, like, oh, look what I got. And that he's just that guy. He knows how to hunt. I'm not that guy.
Well, we got a Turkey Day for me in southern New York. We are under a winter weather advisory of 2 to 8. I mean,
we don't have any.
We don't have any. It's getting cold here.
2 to 8. Where is he, New York? Where?
Southern New York.
Southern New York. Wow.
Which that's
like usually unusual. It's like the Buffalo area that's getting stomped by snow.
But
man,
you know what, guys? What we want to talk about a little bit right now is to John's left on this chair over here. We got something that we're really proud of, and we got gift boxes. And for everybody out there watching, and I'm going to actually put in a little chat right now, because watch this. I'm not really good at typing, but here is. Okay, show this. This is the code TMDBF, so that means the Maple Dude, Black Friday 20. That means on Black Friday and the day after, you get 20% off anything off the mapledude.com.
So we got
talk about it.
We got 2 Maple Dude boxes, gift boxes. In the one in my right hand, this one here, we have a maple candle.
Look at these.
We have an ornament that says Noel on it. Maple sugar. There's a maple syrup, maple leaf bottle, the little stir spoon so you can make your mixed drinks, or maybe make some maple sugar cookies or something like that. The other one here, we got the maple mustard, maple sugar,
what do you got?
That's
a bourbon barrel.
The bourbon barrel maple aged. And then another ornament and another spoon. These things are honestly, like in the past, you've done these for like corporations.
Yes.
Where you've made like
multinational corporations.
50 of these for a company to give to their employees.
I mean, I've done it.
So we have the capability of doing mass production of these as well as one.
Yeah, it's a nice one. We'll do one.
We'll do one. We'll
do one.
We'll mail this out. You want to send it to your sister in Ann Arbor, Michigan?
Right.
We'll send it out to your sister in Ann Arbor, Michigan. Guys, love you.
And a shout out because Jean, she put these together.
Jean did it. Jean's awesome.
She commented earlier.
She knew the comment, not the comment. She knew which planet was no longer a planet.
Right.
Pluto.
So guys,
couldn't remember, but she did. She knew.
I'm gonna put this is the code again. On the website on Friday, TMD BF20, you get 20% off anything on the website. If you order, there is something $50 or more, but that's not hard to do in this day and age.
No,
it's not hard.
Not hard at all.
So we accept all forms of payment except Bitcoin.
Except Bitcoin. We don't know how to accept Bitcoin.
I don't know how to do it.
Does it go in your hand?
Yeah.
And then you put it in your pocket?
If I knew how to do Bitcoin, I would do it, but I don't understand how it works.
Oh, someone just transfers the money to you, I guess. Yeah. I don't know.
So Casey, we got Casey Sanders Payne checking in.
Yeah. Woohoo!
Casey.
Thanks, Casey. Where you at?
Where you at? Where are you?
Cassie.
Oh,
okay. Cassie Sanders Payne. Yeah.
Thanks.
Sorry, we mispronounced that.
Checking in today.
Yeah. Southern New York. We're under. Okay, we already saw that one. Yep. Bring your machines.
Oh, some of these guys want me to come out to Glamis. It's like the desert.
Like a glamorous type desert.
It's a desert. I think it's in Southern California.
Okay. Like.
Yeah, to ride.
Yeah.
I would like to do it. I think it's on my bucket list, you might say.
Yeah.
Okay. I remember Casey. Yes. Ooh. She's from Kentucky. I remember her. She was a great host. She was very friendly, and when I went to Kentucky for that
a couple weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago.
Yeah, very very nice people there. Again, I can't say enough about these people. They were very great hosts, and they were very hospitable and very fun to talk to, and they wanted to learn some information. So
You know what? Did you considering you went there for a trade type thing?
Yeah.
Okay, you can make maple syrup.
Yeah.
Did you have anybody approach you about like liquor, like Kentucky bourbon?
Well, I mean, I
Kentucky
thought I was
whiskey?
going there for the Moonshine Association, but I mean, no, I didn't.
No. All right.
But,
Because honestly, okay, I told you the story. There was a dude that came in one time. He brought in 3. You were gone.
yeah.
I was manning the store.
Yeah.
And a dude comes in with 3 mason jars. And he goes, hey, I'm thinking about making maple wine. Would you be willing to try it and see if it would be something you would sell in the store? I
Yeah.
was like, you got it, dude. Let's give it a shot. So I had a sip on the first one. It was basically vinegar. It was horrible. Like maybe cough and wretch. The second one, it was all right. The third one, getting better. And they're like, hey, that third one, I go, dude, if you age it a little bit longer, I think we might be onto something.
Mm-hmm.
Go, you tell you what, you come back, give me that third one,
Yeah.
bring it in, we'll test it, we'll see what's going on. Maybe it's something we can sell. We'd have to get a liquor license,
Right.
but it's something we could maybe do.
Yeah.
About an hour later, store's closed, right?
Yeah.
I'm in the back sweeping up,
Yeah.
right? And knock, knock, knock. And a dude comes back with a mason jar. He goes, hey, I thought you might want to try this.
He
And it
comes back with a mason
With
jar.
a mason jar. And it's
Okay.
clear, perfectly clear. I mean, it was like, holy smokes, clear. And so I'm like, what do I have here? Just tell me what I've got. He goes, this is one still away from being fuel grade. And I'm like, okay, so basically I'm drinking
He
fuel.
said it like that.
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
Yeah.
I said, so we're one still away from being something that could power an engine. And he's like, yes. And I said, okay. So I
Okay.
twisted off the top, gave it a smell. And he goes, I can't watch you drink it because if I watch you drink it, it's against the law. And I'm like, I don't know anything about this. I'm like, all right, cool. It's against the law. I'm like, ooh, risky, right? So I just tipped it back a little bit, put a little bit on my tongue. Oh, Bernie. Like my tongue burned, my throat burned, my stomach burned. It was horrible. But I think that's what like legit old school distillery what prohibition type liquor was.
Right.
Like just get you drunk with a little tiny bit because it's basically fuel.
Okay. It's fuel. Right. Okay. Some
Oh
people
my
are commenting,
Yeah.
hey Corey's my man. He says happy Thanksgiving. Corey,
Happy Thanksgiving
to you. He's always a guy that's solid and he's always tuned in.
Yep.
Hey, Haley.
Whoa, Maple Daughter.
Yeah, Haley, I think it's time.
Rose. Else.
Haley, I think it's time.
Else.
Haley, people are saying Haley Strunitsky is here. Okay, guys. Some of the girls, it's holiday
Maple
time,
daughter.
it's family time. We got
Maple
Haley
daughter.
right here.
Maple niece.
Maple leaf.
Which basically means she's my daughter. That's Tim's daughter.
Yeah.
Yep. And we got our little snuggie on.
Haley, could you talk a minute about what you got going on this Saturday at the fair? You can give a little promo for it.
Oh,
Okay.
so this Saturday.
Haley, can I say something?
Yes.
Haley works for the Central Wisconsin State Fair, and they've got an event coming up Saturday. Haley?
Oh, I'm good. Okay, so Saturday, November 30th, we're having a dinner and a show on our grounds where this one guy named Brady Lee is going to sing some Christmas songs, and you can come and support the fair for our new building funds that we're working on.
Brady Lee, is he a local?
He started in Wisconsin. He's like trying to
Get bigger?
Trying to get bigger.
Yeah, I think so.
Brady Lee.
I think he does like some country music, but he's doing like Christmas music.
Nice.
And you also get a meal.
Yeah, you get a free. Well, the
Well,
tickets
you
are
pay.
$50, but then it's meal and a show,
Yeah.
and it's pretty good food, I'll say.
Yeah. And Brady,
It's like Thanksgiving dinner.
Brady Lee, does he have like songs that people would know? Does he?
Well, he does covers of like Christmas songs now. I
Okay.
don't know if people would know. I feel like you have to know the artist.
Check out Brady Lee, folks.
So
Go to
check out
YouTube.
Brady Lee.
Brady Lee. BRADYLEE.
Yeah.
check out YouTube Brady Lee.
So if you're in the area this Saturday in
I'll be
Marshfield
there,
on the
so-
mean streets.
Yes.
Mean Streets.
You might make an appearance, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Look at Haley. Look at this comment you got right here. She does an awesome job.
Oh, thanks,
you do a
Robin.
great job.
Thank
Good job.
you.
All right.
Does he sing any Creed?
Oh,
What's that?
I don't know.
Oh,
Different band.
we might have to ask that. We might have to
We-
request some.
We might have to request it
Yeah.
from him. I don't know if he knows any, but we can ask.
Oh, I don't know.
You know?
That would be great.
This is your first time on Live, right?
Mm-mm.
No?
I remember I said I really liked that guy's maple pizza.
Oh yeah, Alex. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. This is mine, folks.
This is mine.
Somehow I made a really cute little girl. I don't know how I did that. Has to be the mom, Carrie.
Well, yeah. I mean, look at you.
I don't know.
All right, guys. Thanks for Freebird.
Free.
Who's Freebird?
It's a song.
That's Leonard Skinner.
Leonard Skinner.
Hey, Leonard Skinner. I love Leonard Skinner.
Yep.
Oh man. Can you take me higher?
There you go.
To a place where blind men say. I'm singing. I gotta stop.
geez.
Yeah,
That's
we don't need to
terrible.
hear Tim do Creed.
Oh man, no, we
You
don't.
It's hard enough to do Creed do Creed.
You
Yeah.
should go
I
on
went to a
stage.
Creed concert
You did?
this summer,
Yeah.
like in August.
Oof.
I would go again.
Yeah.
I would definitely
What
go again.
happened?
What happened?
The ratio at a Creed concert, at a Creed concert, it's definitely more men.
Really?
Oh, for sure.
Really?
It's kind of like a bunch of guys getting together.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it.
You know what? Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna get endless crap for this.
Okay, then
Yeah.
I gotta say something.
No, Chad Kroger. What band is that? Help me out.
Nickel.
Nickelback. You know what? People give Nickelback so much crap, but Nickelback is so good.
They are.
Right here, folks.
It's the same thing
Nickelback.
as Creed. Creed got a lot of crap for a long time,
Is
but now
actually
they're
really
back.
good. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? Photograph. Every year, Cabin Fever. We play that song because
Makes
it's
me
one of
tear
those.
up.
It's one of those moments where you got all
That
the
makes
boys
me-
together.
yeah.
Cabin Fever, 2024, 2025 next year,
Right.
and it's been 15 years.
Oh,
How
for
many
sure.
years have we
We've
done
probably
this?
been doing it for 15 years at
At
least.
least 15.
Yeah.
And it's the memories. And honestly, Chad Kroger, when they sing this, we play this on
Yeah.
Photograph, and it literally brings
It brings tears to your eyes.
it does.
Guys, imagine this. A bunch of men in their 40s riding
Running a pontoon.
around on a pontoon. We do this once a year. One weekend per year. A bunch of men in their 40s riding around on a pontoon boat
You know,
on a chain of lakes,
talking to other boaters.
listening to Nickelback Photograph, and we get very emotional when that song comes
We
on.
do. And you know what? You guys will feel this too someday. When you get older,
I
and
feel
we're
that.
not old by any means, but when you're not 20, right? You look back on this and you're like,
Yes.
"Man, remember that? Do you remember
I-
beating? Do you remember losing the marathon
Yes.
by 60 points?
Yes, I remember
and
that.
thinking it was a win
It was a win.
because it was beautiful. It's a memory we will take to our grave, and we tell our kids they'll remember that story.
I know.
What story?
Like
Marathon.
if that song comes on,
Dude, you kind of get goosebumpy.
I wanna. It takes you back.
It does.
Anyway,
it really does.
But you know what? I don't. Oh man.
have you seen the Nickelback? The movie, not the movie, documentary.
I did watch that.
That was really good.
That was really
It
good.
was really good, and it explained a
That
lot.
was really
Like the
good.
hate they got.
Oh, for
No,
sure.
it said
Right here, Logan Payne says. He said 3 Doors Down.
That's another good one.
I saw 3 Doors Down.
Yep.
They were touring with with Creed when I saw Creed. So
You
3
had
Doors
a
Down
time.
was really good. 3 Doors Down was really good too.
Really?
I enjoyed it all.
You are so wrong.
no.
Oh, but I feel that way with the music with the Jonas Brothers.
Jake says, John,
You like
you're,
the Jonas Brothers?
you're not wrong.
Yes, Jake Knazer. Yes. Oh, it's a beautiful song. It sounds ridiculous. It sounds like horribly, like I don't have any testosterone going on. But like literally, it's when you get older, when I think probably past 35,
Right.
you start looking back and you're like,
You start looking
I
back.
remember that.
And
And you
you
start
start
looking at
looking-
photographs.
Yeah.
What the hell was on Joey's head? Everybody's got that picture.
Bye, guys.
Yeah.
Bye.
We're gonna see you later.
Bye, Mom.
Everybody's got that picture. You're like, what? What is going on in that picture? Jamie Martin.
Yeah.
Jamie Martin is laying in my bed when we were like probably 12, 13, 14, and he was reading a magazine. And I took a picture of him.
Yeah.
Look at that photograph.
Yeah.
That's what I remember. Like I think of my friends.
Right. You think of what all the stuff you did back in the day,
Just stupid stuff.
and that song's only gonna, like, I shouldn't say it will. I think it will only speak to people. Like, I think when our age group leaves the earth,
Yeah.
it's never gonna be the same.
Never.
Because our brains became fully functioning and fully formed before the internet took over.
You're absolutely right.
So we remember a world before
Pre-internet.
pre-internet.
Do you remember?
We remember a world. We lived in it. We lived in it.
We lived in it.
We lived in a world pre-internet.
We lived in a party in the woods.
Yeah, we lived that. We're
Campfire.
kind of the last people
Yeah.
that became fully functioning adults
Yeah.
before the internet and social media took over.
Yep.
And once we're gone,
It's gone.
it's gone. It's gone. It's not going to happen again. It's not going to happen
A
again.
speck of
Right.
sand in the
Right.
continuum of time.
Right.
Gone.
It will only be talked about.
Oh man,
In
it's gonna
history
be
books.
it's gonna be rough after we get done with this. We're gonna think about this. We're gonna be like, oh, dude,
uh,
do you remember? You're not wrong. Sorry, Jake.
I'm
You're
not
absolutely right. Mr. Knazer, you know what's funny? I have so many memories. You talk about photographs. Mr. Knazer, your dad, literally was one
Yeah.
of my favorite guys.
Oh,
but
he
he
was a
probably
great
never
teacher.
thought that.
he was a great teacher.
Jeff was an incredible guy. Incredible teacher. I'll never forget. My fondest memory of Mr. Knazer
Yeah.
growing up was we would always do Friday trivia.
Okay.
And he asked a question. I have no idea what the question was. I
Yeah.
have no idea who exactly. I think it was Mike Haynes answered the question, and he was
Right.
like, hey X, and then Mr. Knazer was like, no, and I'll never forget that. It's photographed in my head. I didn't take a picture of it, but it's photographed there. I can picture him
Say
doing it.
No.
No, because it was such a dumb answer. I also remember Mr. Smith. I think it was Autumn Blakey answered a question. He was like, "Hey," he was our physics teacher, and he was like, "Hey, physics question. I don't even know what a physics question is anymore. What's gravity?" And then Mike Haynes, who had no business taking physics, right? I mean, come on, let's get real here, right? He was like, oh, the answer is A. And then Mr. Smith looks at him and says, "You are dumb." Our teachers
That's
said
when
that.
our teachers could say
Yes,
stuff like that.
Not anymore.
That's how much of a different era
Not
it was.
anymore.
Right. And I'm
Oh.
glad. I'm glad that we grew up in that time.
Oh, absolutely. Our teachers now are such pansies.
I
Sorry.
remember teachers like literally getting physical with kids, like
pushing
not
you
just
up
a
against
little bit.
pushing you up against
Oh,
the
yeah.
locker because you were
was amazing.
screwing around in the hallway.
It was amazing. It was a great time to be alive.
Red Hot Chili Peppers for the win.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm a Chili Peppers fan.
Well,
I like
where
peppers.
David is from,
Yeah.
I think
Michigan.
Anthony Kiedis. Is that how you
Oh,
say
yeah,
it?
Akitas.
He's from kind of down in
Oh,
that
really?
area. Yeah, yeah,
All right.
yeah,
So you love Anthony Kiedis because you're local.
yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
Sweet-
I like Chili Peppers.
Sweet Eddie's Maple. Hey, Kentucky. Again, those Kentucky people.
Those Kentucky.
That's my second home right now.
second home.
I will definitely be going back there.
Sweet home Kentucky.
Yeah, look at Corey. Look what Corey says.
What?
Paddling kids in the hallway.
Oh,
for
dude.
sure.
For sure. I remember getting paddled.
Yeah.
I remember getting sent to a corner, sitting in a chair, like,
Yeah.
hey, look at John. He screwed up. Everybody look and laugh. And that was literally what they did. You're like, I talk too much. And the teacher was like, all right, well, now everyone's going to laugh at you. Like,
No joke. We were scared of our
Yes!
certain teachers, for sure.
absolutely.
For sure.
Who's the business teacher?
Seatbelt.
Seafeld, Mr. Seafeld. I'm sure
That
he's
dude
dead
was
now.
scary.
Yeah, he would literally be. This is back in the 80s, folks. He would be in the hallway smoking a cigarette
Yeah,
as you went from class to class. He'd be sitting there, and if you screwed up, he would literally grab you, shove you up against a locker, be like, knock it off. And you'd be like, oh. And you didn't go and tell mommy and daddy.
No,
you were just like, oh crap, I
If
screwed up.
you did tell mom and dad,
They told you.
mom and dad would back the teacher.
Yes. Like Mr. Seafelt was right. You were dumb. But you can't tell kids that now. No. Corey, you're absolutely right.
This
We're
is a
scared of our
paddle hung in
teachers.
his classroom.
Yeah.
Oh man, those were the days. Those were the days.
Seriously, they were. They were.
They were amazing.
They were.
I mean, I remember do you remember here, guys? I mean, I think some of you guys are enjoying this talk. Do you remember the smoking square? This was in high school. They had the smoking square. I'll say, and do you remember the teachers smoking with the students?
Oh yeah, there'd be a teacher out there with like 6 kids smoking in the smoking square. It was just like it was okay. And no one cared if you were 18. They were just like, all right, we got smoke them if you got them, right?
Yeah.
Planes
The
going
teachers
down.
smoking with the students.
Oh yeah.
They had a square. It was like literally painted on the pavement.
A box.
Yeah.
That you stood
Where you
within.
went there.
The really tough kids would drive their
Yeah.
car back there. I think my cousin was one of them, Joe Keene. Right? Remember Joe?
Yeah.
Joe Keene? He would drive his car. The beautiful, like 60s something GTO. He would drive it to the smoker square, take up almost the entire thing, and then just lean up against it. And everybody was like, that's what Joe did. And he was cool.
That's great.
It was, I mean, honestly, don't get me wrong. It was horrible to do, but what a great time to be alive.
Oh, I 100% agree. What a great time to be alive. Those days aren't coming back.
No, they're never
They're
coming
not coming back. They only exist here in our
Memories, photographs.
Exactly. Look at that photograph.
We brought it back full circle to
man.
Not Creed.
Oh man, I don't like. Wow,
Chad
it was a
Kroger.
great time to be alive.
It was.
really
It was.
was.
80s and 90s
It really
were literally
was.
the best time to be alive. Ever since then, you guys are a bunch of pansies.
Yeah, it's been going downhill. I mean, I feel privileged
Oh man.
to remember that,
Absolutely.
to have lived through it. It was great, guys. Who else had a smoker square?
Of all the things, who else has a smoker square?
Anthony did.
Anthony did. But we had a smoking area in high school. Yes. Do you remember the teacher's lounge in the gym? There was a
That
teacher's
little
lounge.
tiny little room.
Little tiny. Probably like 12 by 6.
I always remember, like when you went by that little door.
Yeah.
It was like you had entered another realm.
Yes.
If you saw what was going inside, inside there.
Yep. And smoke would be coming out of the cracks of the door. Like you'd be in there like it was a gym. It was a gymnasium with a teacher's lounge. In it.
It was great.
But they would smoke in there.
Yeah.
And like you would be in there, like, like recess or shooting hoops or whatever, right? And then there'd be smoke just kind of oozing out of the door. And then you'd go in there and be like, oh, holy crap, it's smoky in here. And they were like, get out of here, right? And you would leave because you were scared of your teacher, like you should be. And you were just like, and the teachers would walk out, and the smoke would just pour out of the teacher's lounge. And the tiles were all yellow. Oh, the 80s and 90s.
Yeah, you're ready. There's a comment.
Yeah.
I love this.
I would give anything to have been a teenager in the mid 80s when people were daily driving on 44-inch boggers with big block V8s and like 40 chrome shocks. LOL. You know what I remember? Like literally, you'd have kids showing up with shotguns.
Oh yeah,
in their trucks.
Yes,
because they were gonna go hunting after school. Good luck today. You ain't going hunting after school. You gotta go home and pick up your shotgun, or else you're getting arrested.
Yeah,
right. But like kids, 30-06, hanging on the gun rack, shotgun below it. They'd have 2 or 3 rifles in their truck.
Yeah.
And just show up to school, and it was totally normal.
Yeah. Oh, Anthony had a gun rack.
Yes.
He had a gun rack. He says it right here.
Yes.
Wow. Yeah, the 80s are great. I mean, I'm really glad that I was alive enough to remember it. Like, I like this question. What was your favorite 80s band? I will answer that question with 2 words. Van Halen.
Van Halen.
I will say that. I mean, it's got to be Van Halen. It's got to be Van Halen.
Oh my gosh.
I've never seen them perform live. I wish I could have. I wish I would have. But I would say Van Halen.
You know what, Tammy? Do you remember Mr. Seafeld smoking in the little room by the typing room? That was upstairs.
Oh.
There was at the end of the room, at the end of the hallway, there was a closet, and he would go in there and smoke. I remember that.
Yeah.
You know what else I remember? Was the art teacher, Mr. Jan.
Yeah.
And the English teacher, Mrs. Edeker.
Yes.
I think they might have had a thing going on. But that's beside the point. But yeah, Mr.
Times.
Seafeld. Oh, I was scared of that man. And like funny, Bush Bunny. Mr. What was his name?
Mr.
Belky.
Belky.
Because Belky in German meant like it was like it was a German word for a house for rabbits.
Yeah.
So that's why they called him Bush Bunny.
Yeah.
He pushed Matt Fury up against the wall. He did probably a lot of other things to people, right?
Okay.
But Matt Fury was like pissing him off one day. And Mr. Belky came out and he pushed him with his finger in his middle of his chest, just pushed him up against the wall. It was like a dagger of lead, just pushing you. And he pushed him up against the wall and he goes, "One more word, little man." And that's all he said.
Okay.
And it shut us up because we were scared of Mr. Belky at that point.
You were definitely afraid of a lot of these teachers.
Oh, yeah.
Not now.
Not anymore.
No, they want to be your friends.
Oh, hey, you're having a bad day.
I remember, this is no joke.
Yeah.
We were doing Maple Fall Fest here in Marshfield last September.
Yeah.
And Jack was working with me in the booth.
Yeah.
And a dude comes walking up and Jack's like, hey, Jack starts interacting with this guy.
Yeah.
And he's like joking around with him and stuff like that. This guy, a customer, who came up to the booth. And after I was like trying to figure out what's going on, I was like, oh, is this a friend of yours, Jack?
Yeah.
After the guy left, I found out it was a teacher. He looked so young. I thought he was the same age.
Yep.
Yeah, it's not the same.
Corey Edwards, what was your favorite 80s band?
Yeah,
you put it up there. What was your favorite 80s band?
I mean, I'm going to say Van Halen now.
Van Halen.
Yeah.
What about Pearl Jam?
That's not 80s.
Oh.
Sorry, Haley interjected. Van Halen. You know what? I mean, Motley Crue. I love some Motley Crue songs. I never got big into Motley Crue, but I liked them. But Def Leppard was good. Whitesnake. Oh, 20 Contain. 20 Contain was the car girl who writhed around on the back of the car.
Yes,
20
Contain.
Oh, Whitesnake.
Oh, a lot of dreams. A lot of dreams right there.
AC/DC. You know what? To this day, Hell's Bells is still in my top 10 songs of all time. I love Hell's Bells.
For sure.
Hell's Bells. And it's great because Henry actually likes it because it's like a football song.
Okay.
So like he'll come out, like he'll be playing in a football game, and Hell's Bells will come on. And he'll I played it for him, and he's like, "Well, this is a football song." I'm like, "Yeah, absolutely right. It's a football song. It's also a great song." And he's like, "Yeah, that's all right." And I'm like, "Oh my God, it's perfect. My 14-year-old likes AC/DC.
Oh,
we're on the right path."
Yeah. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, she was hot.
Oh yeah. Tawny Contain.
She was. She was.
She was.
Yeah.
Woo! Oh,
dang.
You want to hear a funny story?
Yeah, one more.
Mr. Schroeder.
Okay.
I still to this day like Mr. Schroeder. Yeah, he was Carey's basketball coach. They literally were one game away from state.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah, no, I was there.
Very good. So was I.
Yeah.
Very good coach. And I still like Mr. Schroeder, even though I think he probably hated me when I was younger. I had taken a pen. Remember the old Bics?
Yes.
With like the plastic top, and I would always bend my cap and I would spin it. Just like this, right?
Okay.
Oh, you're covering me.
Whoops. Sorry.
Oh, okay. And I would spin the cap, and it blew up. Do you remember when pens blew up? Yeah. And it blew up, and it put a perfectly straight line on Beth Wolf's white
the pen
shirt.
went.
because it blew up.
Yeah.
And it was a perfectly white line
Yeah.
on the back of Beth Wolf's back, her white shirt, as well as my science book, as well as my shirt. And there was probably ink everywhere else.
Right.
And I raised my hand because I saw it and I was like, oh man, what happened? So I raised my hand. Mr. Schroeder's like, yes, John. And I'm like, I don't know what's going on. And he comes over to my desk and he says, what the hell did you do? And I said, I don't know. I think my pen blew up. And he said, and he like, look, you could see the volcano like bubbling in his head. Like he was losing it, just losing it. Like every second was a degree higher in the volcano. And he goes, get out. And I said, what? And he goes, get out. Yes. And I stood up from my desk and he picked up my desk and he literally, I don't think I've ever seen a grown man throw something this heavy this far.
Yep.
He picked up my desk and he just overheaded it like an overhand pass. They threw my desk like 20 feet behind a bookcase that he had back there. Okay. And he goes, get out. And it was like the devil. Get out. You know, and you're like, oh, and you left. And I went straight to the office. And Mr. Port, if you remember Mr. Port, he said, John, what are you doing here? And I was up there a lot. I was that kid.
Yeah.
And I go, I don't even know what I did this time, Mr. Port, you know. So he goes down to the office, or goes down to the Mr. Schroeder's office, and he comes back and he's like, what happened with the pen? And I go, I don't know. It like blew up. I don't know what happened. And he goes, I wouldn't go back there if I were you.
For sure.
So I didn't.
You didn't go back?
I didn't go back because I was afraid of Mr. Schroeder.
Oh. Yes, I remember that.
Oh my God.
Woo. Man, that's a great story. I want to say hey to Country Roads Life. He just popped in for a quick second.
Yo.
He's from West Virginia.
Yeah.
Almost 100%.
West Virginia.
Yeah, West Virginia.
Wow. Big audience.
Country Roads, take me home.
Yeah, it's a good song.
To a place where I belong. But guys, hey, you know what we need to do?
What?
We do need to give away one box.
Oh yeah, we gotta give away a gift box. So there's two.
Yeah.
So we'll give away one of the two. We do have a question.
Yeah, we do have a question. I gotta find out. I'm on a new platform tonight, so I gotta find out how to put it up there. So guys, just hang on a little bit.
But these are the two gift boxes. You'll win one of the two. Again, in the one in my right hand, right here, is the sugar, the syrup, the ornament, and the candle. The one on the left over here, it's got the mustard, the sugar, the bourbon syrup, the spoon, and an ornament.
This is your choice.
Honestly, again, you know what? I'll throw this up before you throw the question out. These are great gift boxes because not only are they great for just a gift box to somebody, from a corporation standpoint, they're great for like, you know, you got 20, you got 30, you got 40, 50. I mean, how many, what's the most you've ever done from a gift box standpoint?
I think the most we ever did one time, we did like 200.
200?
We did 200 for a company.
We can do.
I thought that was pretty good.
We can do 200.
I thought that was a pretty good accomplishment.
So think about it, man. Okay, okay. Well, so you'll win one of these. Tim, put up the question.
Okay, guys, we have a question. It's a trivia question. It's to win one of those gift boxes. I will personally send it to you. And the thing is, this is not even multiple choice. I'm just putting a question out there. Please do not Google. We're just on the honor system right here, right now.
We are.
So, nice. So we're gonna in 5, 4. It's a trivia question, kind of pertinent to the time of the year. And if you won before, if you're a person, here's the thing. I'm gonna use my discretion. If somebody that has won multiple times before pops up and wins again, I might try to keep it going.
Yeah.
Here we go, guys. 3, 2, 1.
And while you're figuring out the question, who composed the soundtrack for the Charlie Brown Thanksgiving?
Do not Google.
Don't Google it,
At least not yet. If we don't get an answer for a long time.
Throw out the answer. Hey, Corey Edwards, did you guys like 70s and 80s Kiss? My first ever concert was Kiss, 1995. Oh, Kentucky at Rupp Arena. Rupp Arena had to be absolutely incredible. I've seen basketball games there, and wow. Kiss in that arena would have to be just over the top.
Amazing.
I was never a big Kiss guy, but I can totally see how they would have had an incredible show. Over the top, glam rock, hair band, incredible.
Okay, Country Road says Linus. Well, that's not correct.
Linus didn't. Oh my
Corey
gosh.
Edwards, well, you just read his comment. Guys, I'm gonna put that. Let's go back to the question. Because this is to win.
Who composed the soundtrack for the Charlie Brown Thanksgiving?
So I kind of have to keep. So I'm kind of unfamiliar with this new this new program I have here, but we'll keep checking out. I'm gonna go back to comments now. Yep. Who comprised the soundtrack? The soundtrack for Charlie Brown Thanksgiving.
You know who liked Kiss? Was my cousin Joe Keane.
Oh,
we talked about him
those
earlier.
Guys for sure like
with
Kiss.
This card. I remember I went up to his apartment one time.
Yeah.
Because I had to babysit his kid or something like that. And I was walking around, and in a closet, he had a garbage bag, literally like a contractor-sized garbage bag full of weed.
Contractor size.
Huge.
Okay.
An enormous amount of weed.
Oh.
And I remember going,
Snoop Dogg.
What's that? So it wasn't Snoop Dogg.
Oh.
Vincent something.
But she don't have it though.
Oh, Tammy, you're so close. I should know this.
We got a lot of answers coming in now.
Oh, Elton John, no.
Nate Bissell, no.
Nate Bissell did not.
He composed something, but I don't know what it is.
Hang on. I'm gonna put on my thinking cap.
Yep, guys. John, we're close, guys. There's been some close answers. If you can, I'm gonna go back because this is for all the marbles.
Go back. You know what? You know who said the soundtrack? Go back.
I want to go back. Go back and do.
Go back.
Eddie Money.
Eddie Money. I love Eddie Money.
I love Eddie Money too. That's another one that we play on the pontoon boat.
We play the pontoon all the time. I love Eddie Money. Oh my God. Tammy, you're so close. Vincent. Oh, come on.
Woo! Open Gate. Wow. Reefer Madness.
Reefer Madness. I feel like it was what?
Yes.
In
yes.
Italian.
Yes.
Oh, you're so close. Tammy was definitely Italian.
It's how do we? If they're not Googling and they don't have it by now, we might have
Give
to
us
help.
one hint. It rhymes with. Rhymes with.
It is an Italian name.
It is an Italian name.
Yeah, it is an
It's an Italian name. Oh.
Eddie, hey, look at Corey.
What?
If I can walk on water.
Oh, dude. Eddie Money was so good. He's got so many bangers.
Oh, he does.
Just incredible bangers.
One after another after another after another. That was another thing on the pontoon boat last.
We played a lot of Eddie Money last year.
We played a lot of Eddie Money.
If I could walk on water.
I think we got a winner.
Oh,
I think we got a winner.
Who is it?
Ben Emmerfall.
Ben Emmerfall.
Woo! He got it.
You win a gift box.
You win what? You win one.
You win one of them. We'll send one to you. Vince, if you could, PM or DM.
Ben.
DM.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Ben. Not Vince. If you could DM Henry or if you could DM the Maple Dude, with your address, phone, all that jazz, we'll get a gift box sent out to you.
Take good work home tonight.
Oh, dude, Eddie Money.
Oh, it was great. It was amazing.
Oh, you know what else was good?
What?
The soundtrack to St. Elmo's Fire.
I mean, yeah, of course.
Oh.
It was from the 80s.
Oh.
So we got Ben. Ben, you won the gift box. Ben, now where are you located again? Were you Lindsay? I think he was Lindsay area. So you can stop in and get that. If you're in Lindsay, that'd be very close by.
Yep.
So we'll definitely put your name on that, and you can either way. We're gonna get it to you. Just let me know where you're located, and either we'll ship it or you can pick it up.
You know what?
Yeah.
This last year at Cabin Fever. Most people, Cabin Fever, little just so you understand.
Explain it.
Is a bunch of friends, brothers, cousins, family, mainly friends that get together at the end of July, early part of August, and we just basically spend Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday together, and it's just boys. And
okay, he can stop. Ben can stop in.
We basically take the pontoon out. We have a blowhorn that we like yell at people like, "Hey, you like Eddie Money?" Right? And then we'll play Eddie Money and like, put it on the blowhorn. And like, honestly, I'm 49, you're 51.
Yeah.
Or you'll be 51.
Yeah.
Are you 51?
Yeah.
You'll be 51.
Yeah.
Which one?
We're 51.
You'll be 50.
Yeah.
In next January.
Yes.
I think you and I are the same, because Tim and I are the elders of the group.
Yeah, we're the oldest guys there.
Yep. And it's great because I feel like we can impart knowledge to the other people that come. And literally, when you hear some of these 80s and 90s songs, I'm sorry, today's music is just
it's terrible.
It's gone.
It's no
there's
good.
Nothing lasting about it. But when you go to the 70s, the 80s, and the 90s,
and that's kind of where it ends.
It's literally beautiful because you create these memories. The memories are in the music.
Yes.
And it carries on.
I don't think you have that connection, that emotional connection.
No. And I mean,
to the music anymore.
There's times.
What's that?
On the pontoon, where it's emotional.
Right. It gets emotional.
Not because it's like this, emotional, like, I don't have a T-zone kind of thing going on. But it's like, I'll remember this moment. And this last year there was a couple of those. When it hailed on us.
Yes.
We were literally on the lake, moving through the water on the pontoon. And it started hailing.
And kind of little isolated thunderstorms.
Yes. And I'll never, ever forget that.
Yeah.
And Matt and Tom and Nick and you and who else was there? Me and who else was there?
Oh, we had Whacker.
Whacker? Oh my God, Whacker!
Yeah,
I love Whacker.
That guy's got a great nickname.
You guys have a great Whacker. But it was one of those you'll never forget that.
Never.
In today's music, we were listening to Eddie Money.
Yeah.
When it happened, and it was beautiful.
It's a beautiful thing.
It was a beautiful thing.
Oh my gosh.
We should probably end this.
We should probably end this. Yeah, I mean, we can. We've been on here for definitely over an hour and 17 minutes. Guys, hey, thanks for watching. I like doing these, John. I really do like doing these. We hadn't done one for, I think it was since last May. It's been a while.
It's been a while.
And I know on social media and all that, you have to be consistent with things to kind of keep it building and gaining momentum and everything. And we didn't do that with this. But I like doing them. So, guys, we're going to try to do a few more. I know you're a busy guy.
We should.
But we could do it where you're in Minnesota and I'm here. We can still do it.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, guys, we'll try to keep it rocking and we'll kind of keep it rolling and everything like that. Tom Ugeritz says, Tom was there. Tom, I forgot to mention him.
Where have you been all night?
All of a sudden he shows up.
Elsie.
He shows up right now.
Dude, Tom, we've been on for 2 hours, dude. Well, maybe an hour, but still. Tom, where you been, man? We told Kevin Comer stories. Anyway, Tom, you know what? He was an incredible addition this year.
Oh,
because it's always the same guys. And Tom hasn't come for a while. And Tom came, and it was like it was like
he added a new element.
And it was like, oh my God, this is beautiful. Look at this photograph.
Yeah,
right. Tom, no joke. We needed an energy boost. We needed
something
kind of
new.
Mix up a new thing. And Tom, you brought it. You brought it.
He definitely did.
So you got to come next year.
Guys, hey, TMD here, Johnny here. John's getting busier. He's got a lot of kids. And they're younger than mine. Mine are older. Jack's a senior. Haley's here tonight, but she's a great kid doing her own thing. Jack's a senior.
21.
Yeah. But with that being said, guys, I thank you for watching. You know, if you see the videos that I put out and all that, if you think they're funny, if you think there's a little bit of creativity that went into them, I really super appreciate it if you share it or whatever.
Yeah.
Because that helps it, because I'll tell you right now, the social media algorithms, they just don't prioritize Maple stuff. Okay.
No.
And especially Maple comedy, because there's like nobody doing that.
No.
Okay, except for me. I'm the only one.
Real quick.
Yeah.
Hey, Tom. How many tickets you got?
2 tickets to paradise.
2.
All right. Ben, you're the big winner. Thanks for
Yo.
tuning in tonight. And everybody else, thanks for watching tonight. Have a great night. Have a super happy, healthy, fun Thanksgiving. Spread the joy, spread the love,
Happy
and
Thanksgiving.
have a great night. And remember, guys, always keep it